So let's see what's on the internet today. Ninja flip! I wonder what Japan is up to these days. What the hell? What the hell is this?
で空を見ているだけでも心が満たされるはずです。
それは同意します。
What the? What the? So apparently there's another new game coming out for PS3 and PS4 in a few days, and it's basically a sandbox game where you commit criminal activities. And no, I'm not talking about GTA, Grand Theft Auto. I'm actually talking... I can't talk. I'm talking about GTP, Grand Theft Panties. So let me just roll some clips here for you guys to watch what kind of gameplay this is.
冒険といっても切り立った山や深い谷、さらにバミューダトライアングルなんてのはありませんけどね。
いや、あるかもしれませんよ。いや、これから忙しくなるかもしれませんよ。それは同意します。
This is so funny. It's definitely bad, but it's also funny. But let's just talk about it. So this game is mainly aimed towards the idol-loving otaku, and the premise is you are a transfer student. Of course you're a transfer student. You're a transfer student and you're on this small island. Basically you join a photography club where you're supposed to take a bunch of pictures. Also it's stressed in the video, but they kept referring to this as Island of Freedom, an island of Jiyu, which is Japanese for freedom. Freedom to what? Commit crimes? I guess, but that's besides the point. No, that is the point. So let me talk about that. So basically what I could understand from this video is your job is to take pictures of scenery, mountains and valleys. And it's also kind of funny because the word for valley in Japanese is also the word for cleavage. So taking pictures of valleys. Yeah, that's what it means. But you're also supposed to take images of the sky. He cleverly shimmies like this, and then he takes photos of people, girls' panties. So yeah, that's bad. I don't really want to say anything good about this guy, but he's pretty impressive to be able to just shimmy around on this ground like Splinter Cell or something, and also do these Matrix style slide tackles while taking a picture at the same time. That's pretty impressive. But luckily there are also cops in this game, so at least if you're playing this game, you know that there are consequences in real life if you're actually to take pictures of girls' panties. Okay, so I'm gonna ramble off the top of my head, but basically we're all pretty familiar with Japanese being weird, perverted, crazy, and we hear all that, but it kind of got me thinking when I saw this video. I mean, yeah, Japan has its fair share of weird sexual type things, but if you think about it, Americans are really into violence. I mean, just look at how popular Grand Theft Auto is, Call of Duty, all these shooters, you know, it's super violent, but we play it all the time. But then that got me thinking, okay, like Grand Theft Auto is a very violent game. It's full of all sorts of criminal activities, but I played it. A lot of other friends that I know played it, but we're never going to actually do any of that in real life. What I'm trying to say is, maybe some of these people who are playing this Japanese game or want to play this Japanese game when it comes out, they might play it and not actually do it in real life. Maybe this is just their form of catharsis and getting rid of the emotion to actually do it. And as much as we want to make fun of Japan for having all this weird perverted stuff, which they definitely do, don't get me wrong, but the fact is, Japan is still like super safe. Like, I lived there for 4 years. Yeah, I mean, there's your fair share of weird people on the train trying to touch you, grope you, and I'm not trying to ignore that. I know some friends who are girls who had problems where people were touching them almost violently, so I'm not trying to ignore that, but you know, I also did have my own experiences being groped by a chikan on the train, and it was actually a man, and like, as much as I hated it, like, I'm still able to laugh it off, just like, you know, when Matsuko Deluxe touched me. And you know, I'm always going to bring up that video, freaking Matsuko Deluxe, but that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, as weird and as bad as these guys who are actually trying to take upskirt shots of people, we have to also think that it's not just Japan that has weird things like this. America has definitely its fair share of violent crimes, sexual crimes. If you look at stats, I think it's like America's violence for sexual crimes like rape and things like that is way higher than Japan. I mean, you get this weird type of game, but then you have to think about like, other problems that America has. You can't really judge a country just based off a game like this, because that'd be like if some other country's person is watching American reality TV shows or talk shows like Jerry Springer and being like, oh my gosh, like all Americans are like this? This is crazy. No, not all Japanese people actually like this game. Not all Japanese people probably even know about this game. I think this is mostly aimed towards the otaku crowd in Akihabara. That's the niche market that these game developers found, and they found it, they decided to make a game for it, and they're selling it, so it's just a small portion. I still think it's like pretty funny. I was still sharing it with my friends, and it is funny, but I feel really bad about it. So in order to apologize for this few people who made this game, I will atone for their sins. I will commit seppuku again. I already did it, so I already hurt from the last time I did this on my last video, but I'll do it again to apologize. I'm sorry everyone, forgive Japan! Go!
Yeah, that's so easy. Oh, I'm gonna be the best pervert ever.
Ninja! Oh! Ow! Oh! My foot.